Australia Now is the government's flagship public diplomacy program, held each year in a country of significance. Today, I'm delighted to launch Australia Now, Malaysia. Australia and Malaysia have much shared history, in peace and in war, in good times and in hard times. As modern parliamentary democracies and rich multicultural societies, we are natural partners with deep connections between our people. This is why our Prime Ministers elevated our bilateral relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership in January this year. COVID-19 has compelled us to find creative ways to continue building links between our countries. Australia Now will bring the best of Australia to Malaysia, while we work towards reopening our borders when health circumstances permit. Australia Now will strengthen connections between current and future leaders from our countries as they explore issues such as sustainability, innovation, new frontiers of science and technology, and gender equality. Malaysians and Australians also share a love of food. Australia Now will premiere a new television series that showcases Australian produce in Malaysian recipes in some extraordinary Australian locations, with the help of Malaysian-born Australian chefs Adam Liao and Po Ling Yeo. Australia and Malaysia both have thriving cooperative sectors. Australia Now will use digital platforms to showcase the best of Australian Indigenous art, culture and innovation with Malaysian audiences. Australia Now aims to pave the way for an even stronger Australia-Malaysia relationship. I'm very pleased that you are joining us on this journey.
Hi, I'm Justin Lee, Australia's High Commissioner to Malaysia. I'm delighted to launch Australia's flagship public diplomacy program, Australia Now, which this year focuses on Malaysia. With COVID-19, we've had to find creative ways to build links between our countries. While international travel is not possible at present, Australia Now will be an exciting and engaging way to bring Australia to Malaysia. We still hope to have in-person events when the situation allows, but for now, we've curated a digital program for you to enjoy while staying safe at home. Even our launch will be digital, the first of its kind for the Australia Now program. This means even more people in Australia and Malaysia can join in. So here's a little taste, pun intended, of what's on offer. No country takes its food more seriously than Malaysia. But some Malaysians may not realise Australia takes food very seriously too. Thanks to our world-class local produce and rich migrant history, Australia Now Malaysia will showcase Australian ingredients in Malaysian recipes in some extraordinary Australian locations, with the help of two Malaysian-born Australian cooks, Adam Liao and Po Ling Yeo. Australia and Malaysia also both have inspiring artists whose work enriches our lives. Australia Now Malaysia will use digital platforms to showcase Australian films, as well as the best of Australian Indigenous art, culture and innovation to Malaysian audiences. And finally, people have always been at the heart of the Australia-Malaysia relationship. Australia Now Malaysia will share inspirational stories of alumni and New Colombo Plan scholars as they reflect on their journeys from university to their current pursuits. Australia Now Malaysia will also tell the stories of current and future generations of leaders from both countries and allow them to address issues like sustainability, innovation, entrepreneurship and gender equality. We will showcase shared scientific endeavours in space and discuss key issues such as mental health. None of this would be possible without the support of our sponsors, Lynas Rare Earths, Tourism Australia, Epson, the City of Greater Bendigo, the New South Wales Government, the Western Australian Government, Blue Scope and Meat and Livestock Australia. Australia Now Malaysia will build on our deep historic connections and look to the future, and I'm thrilled you're joining us on this journey.
G'day and salam from Canberra. I feel proud and honoured as Malaysia was chosen as the focus country for Australia Now 2021-22, reflecting the long-standing and excellent state of bilateral relations between both countries, underpinned by the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership CSP signed in January this year. I am confident that this public diplomacy program will serve as a catalyst to further the long-standing camaraderie and friendship connecting cultures and tradition, as well as exploring tastes and technologies for all Malaysians and Australians alike. COVID-19 has unfortunately thrown many obstacles on our way, but there is no better time to reconnect as countries all over the world, including Malaysia, are gearing towards a safe and gradual lifting of COVID-19 restrictions. I wish for a successful and smooth running of Australia Now. I am excited and look forward to enjoying the programs that the organizer has meticulously planned for us. Above all, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy Australia Now.
Adam,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever co-hosted with anyone with the same hairstyle as me. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that part, but I know that we've never cooked together before, so what if we don't like each other's cooking?
That's true. Well, there's a lot of water around, so I just shove you in and then just like pretend you never existed.
Poe, I think this is going to be fun.
I think so.
Malaysia, like Australia, is an electrifying mix of cultures, ethnicities and flavours. So we're on a journey to find inspiration for Malaysian dishes right here in Australia.
I'm nervous, Poe.
You don't have to be nervous.
Oh God, I shouldn't have done this.
From great Australian ingredients
Wow, that is the fattest parsnip I've ever seen in my life.
to expat advice.
My wife made for me while watching Home and Away.
Can't believe I'm wearing a white shirt and you're wearing white pants. Now for the fun part. We have lunch.
Poe and I will tap into our Malaysian heritage to bring you the classics
What do you think, Bobby? Tastes like home.
and our own takes on Malaysian dishes with a unique Aussie spin.
Asam pedas with crocodile.
It's spicy. Good job.
This is Adam and Poe's Malaysia in Australia.
Welcome to this experience called Walking Through a Songline. My name is Margot Neal. I am head of the Centre for Indigenous Knowledges, Senior Indigenous Curator and Advisor at the National Museum of Australia. I'm also of Aboriginal and Irish descent. This experience is part of a major exhibition called Songlines, Tracking the Seven Sisters. Songlines are like pathways or corridors of knowledge that crisscross the continent of Australia and, in fact, do extend across the world. They are like walking tracks that link important sites or natural features together, and these sites and journeys hold knowledge. They are where our stories live. What we hope you will learn about Australian Aboriginal culture is our strong connection to country, to land, to earth, where our stories live. At the National Museum of Australia, we are proud to say that we are the place where the stories come alive, just like this one. And this is such a wonderful opportunity to share the innovative, immersive experience of the songlines with audiences in Malaysia and across the region.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elise Stevenson, Curator of the Young Entrepreneurs and Leaders Speaker Series, part of Australia Now Malaysia. The Speaker Series has been running for a few years now, bringing together Australia's best and brightest change makers, young entrepreneurs, next generation leaders and beyond, together to share ideas and tackle the big issues that are making a difference to our societies across Australia and our region. We're particularly excited to be sharing this with amazing young entrepreneurs, leaders, change makers and beyond in Malaysia too, to tackle the diversity of issues, of things that matter to our region, whether it's the environment, whether it's politics, social media, gender equality, startups, social enterprise or more. We want to talk to you about it and we want to share all of the expertise and wisdom of those who are doing cool things in this space. Join me, whether it's from the Australian outback and the bush, through to the coastline, Great Barrier Reef and beyond, as well as all across Malaysia. Looking forward to seeing you there. Keep your eye out for the Young Entrepreneurs and Leaders Speaker Series, part of Australia Now Malaysia.
We are following Australian and Malaysian scientists, analysing the explosive threat from the sun on our modern technology, counting sunspots with astronomers on the Malaysian islands, and tuning into the sun using cutting-edge radio telescopes in the Aussie outback, all trying to detect warning signs of a massive electrically charged solar storm.